Hey friends, today we're going to review some fractions. Last time you did some simplifying fractions, that's what it was. We did some simplifying fractions and I wanted to teach you how to work with improper fractions. So making these improper fractions and changing them to mixed numbers. So it's basically dividing our fractions, and I will teach you how to do that today. Go ahead and get your abacus ready because we're going to get going. Don't be nervous. This will be easy, and it might be a little hard at the beginning, but with practice you'll get the hang of it, okay? Okay, so I have my abacus here set up. Again, let's remember, when we work on these improper fractions, we're going to make sure our numerator, so the number that's going to be divided will go on my right hand side, and the denominator will go on my left hand side, which is the divisor, okay? So here we go. You ready? And sometimes, one thing I forgot to say, sometimes there will be a remainder left, and that's usually the fraction part of our mixed number. And so here, let me show you. So for the first one, we'll make it very easy. We'll do 3 halves. So on my right hand side, I'm going to do 3. And on my left hand side, we're going to do half, or 2. So go ahead and set that up. 3 halves. Okay, so now we do the division part, okay? So remember, right hand side is the one we divide. 3 goes into 2. How many times? That's what we divide by. It only goes into it one time, right? So we're going to use our cells, our earth beads. So we're going to skip one, and we're probably going to use the one right next to it, which is your hundreds bead. And because it only goes into it once, that's what we're going to set. And then you go back to your numerator, and we divided that by 2, so we have to clear 2. And so now what you have, okay, so now what you should have here is, in the ones, you should have a number 1. There should be blank, nothing on the tens rod, and on the hundreds rod you should have a 100 there. And then on the left hand side, that 2 always stays there. Don't clear it, don't do anything with that, okay? Because that is our divisor, so that's our bottom number, our denominator. We have to leave that. So what you're gonna write, because we're done, we can't divide that into 2 anymore. There's no more. So it is to its lowest term, so your answer will be 1. This is your mixed number right here. Always, always. The one in the middle will be your mixed number. So it's going to be 1 and 1/2. Okay? So you will write that as 1 and 1/2. I know it's a little tricky. So the first number you'll write is the 1, because that's in the middle. So that's the mixed one. And then it's going to be 1/2, or 1/2. Okay, let's try one more time. So let's set it up one more time. 3 halves, or 3/2. 3 halves. Okay, so now we start our division problem. Here we go. How many times does 2 go into 3? It only goes into it one time, right? So don't forget, there's our 1s, our 10s, skip that, and it only goes on to it one time. And that was 2, so we have to clear 2 on that, and we should be done. Your answer should be 1 and 1/2. 1 and 1/2. Okay? Practice that. See if you can get it. I'm going to try a different one here real quick. Okay, let's try a little harder one. Let's do 17 divided by 5. Okay? So 17 divided by 5. So now, the first thing you're going to ask yourself is, how many times does 5, which should be on your left-hand side. Don't forget to set 5 on the left-hand side, which is your denominator, and on the right-hand side is your numerator. So we have 17 on the right-hand side, and we have 5 on the left-hand side. So the first step, you ask yourself, how many times does 5 go into 17? 5 times what is closest to 17? Ooh, I know, 3. So we always leave one blank. So here's my ones, my tens, I leave one blank. So my hundreds will be blank, and my thousands, I'm gonna set 3 because 3 goes into 5 goes into 17 3 times. So that's what I have here. And then to make sure you're doing this right, you ask yourself, what is 3 times 5? 3 times 5 is what? 15. And that's what you clear. So it's 15, so I have to clear 15. So 10 and 5 is 15. So with this problem, your answer is 3, your mixed number is 3 and 2/5. That's what your answer is. 3 and 2/5. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, set 17 on the right-hand side because that is your numerator, and on the left-hand side, set 5 because that's your denominator, okay? So the first thing we ask is how many times does 5 go into 17? We know it's 3. So don't forget to leave one blank and then set your 3, and then ask yourself, what is 3 times 5? If you get confused, this is the next step. 3 times 5 is 15. So that's what I clear. I have to clear 15 in my numerator part or section. So 10 and then 5 is 15. So my answer here is 3. So my mixed number is 3 and 2/5. And that's what I would write. 3 and 2/5. I hope this video helped you out. Let me know what you think. This is just 2 simple examples of how to work with improper fractions and making them into mixed numbers. So practice some of these. Let me know what you think, and we will see you soon.